Okay, now next up I want to show you basic shapes, and basic shapes kind of relates to something called perfect shapes, and this is a really unique way for drawing out and creating some really unique oddball looking objects here inside our CorelDRAW file. So what I'll do is I'll head over to the toolbar over on the left, about halfway down, basic shapes. That's the guy we're after. But then if I take a look up at the top of the CorelDRAW interface, right across the top of my screen, my options bar, you can see there that everything's grayed out except about, well, just about right of center, we have that Perfect Shapes drop-down menu. And as you can see inside this drop-down menu, there's all kinds of awesome, oddball, weird-looking objects that we can use. I'm going to start off by choosing the first guy from this Perfect Shapes drop-down menu. Down to my document, and I'll click and drag out a shape. And what's really cool here is the tool stays active, so I can continue dragging out as many shapes as I want, which is really cool. Now, notice this red diamond up in the top left corner of the shape here. I can actually click on that guy and drag around, and that's actually going to modify my shape a little bit. So whenever you're working with your perfect shapes, your basic shapes here, and you see these diamonds, try dragging on them, and you'll see that it modifies or it manipulates your shape in some way. So I'll drag this guy around a little bit, either to the left or to the right, and you can see that it's adjusting my shape somewhat, which is pretty cool. I'll draw one more here for you, and I'll show you just by clicking and dragging on that red diamond. Okay, I'm going to select everything and hit delete on my keyboard. I'll go back over to the toolbar on the left, and I'll grab basic shapes. Back up to the drop down at the top, and let's see here, I have triangles and I have cylinders, all kinds of stuff, even a lightning bolt. I'll grab my lightning bolt and I'll drag out a few of these guys across my screen. So again, the tool stays active as I select one of the perfect shapes. I can continue dragging out my objects, which is very cool. Okay, I'm going to go back up to the top here, and I'll grab my triangle this time, and I'll drag out a few triangles for us. One more time, I'll select everything and hit delete on my keyboard. I'll go back to basic shapes there on the left, back up to the top, and across the bottom we have some oddball shapes, an arch, a heart, and so on. I'll grab the cross at the top, and again, here's the diamond here for the cross. I'll drag out a few of these here, and again, just dragging on that diamond either to the left or to the right. So again, whenever you see these little diamonds, try dragging on them and see what they actually do. See what they do in terms of modifying your perfect shapes. So there you go. There's a look at working with the perfect shapes, the basic shapes, here in Corel.
To change up.